Hi there, Sensei Victoria Whitfield here, and this is your weekly love letter from the dojo at naturalintuition.com, your source for channeled holistic stress management techniques and guidance for developing your natural intuition. The message from Source this week in particular is to look again. Look again. Now, in particular, Source is talking about your ability to perceive what is going on around you. Now, Aristotle kind of clipped our wings years and years ago when he defined the human body and form as only having 5 senses. But I would like we are inviting you to understand this week in particular that you have way more than just 5 senses. Popular studies recently have shown that we have at least 9 senses. Some say 16. Others include 21 senses. Ancient Egyptians are said to have believed in 360 senses that you're working with. So Source Energy today in particular wants you to know that you need to look again. Something's going to come up this week, or maybe something's coming up right now for you, that you need to look again and reassess the situation from a more open, perceptive standpoint. Don't just write yourself off. Don't just write the situation as done and final. No, look again. There's more for you. Now, some examples of other senses that we have are equilibrioception, for example, and that's you can tell whether or not your body is in balance, right? Your inner ear, it provides you a sense of equilibrioception. There's also thermoception, your sense of temperature. So when you're standing nearby a beautiful campfire, you don't kind of just walk right in because you feel that heat. It is your ability to sense temperature, or feeling the coolness come out of the icebox in the refrigerator as you hold the door open. That's thermoception. So those are just 2 within your physical sense. Then there are spiritual senses, such as the many psychic senses of clairvoyance, right? Seeing things that are non-physical, clairaudience, hearing things that are non-physical, right? Or precognition, that sense of knowing information before it has been made known, right? Then there are emotional and mental senses as well, such as what we talk the most about here at the dojo, the empathic sense, right? Where you are capable of sensing the feelings of other people, places, and things around you. Not only in your physical environment, but at a distance. So in this week in particular, open your mind and open your heart to whatever situation or person, or even just yourself, that you've written off as, case is closed, there's nothing left here, gotta move on. This week in particular, Source is saying, look again, but know that what you're looking with is going to be more than just your eyes, right? Just your ears, just your taste, just your touch, and just your smell. There's way more, 360 other things that you could look with. And the guides are bringing me to the oracle cards for this week to help us a little bit more of, well, how? How can I look again? Angel Therapy by Doreen Virtue is the deck that stepped forward to help us work on our perceptive sense. Let's see what the angels have to help us with. By the way, that's another spiritual sense, sensing the presence of the angels. Man, over the years, I've seen incredible experiences that people have had picking up on the angels, whether it's feeling tingling in their jaw, or with their eyes closed, feeling like there's a bright light being shined on their face and all the lights are off and their face is covered with a scarf, or just sensing like a bright, strong presence behind them, right? So, angels, tell us, how can we look again? What do we need to know right now about looking again at our situation, at ourselves, and at our lives? Woo! I can't. You are profoundly clairvoyant. What the heck? You can't make this stuff up. Trust what you see in your mind's eye, as well as with your physical sight. Did you see that? Just like kind of flew out of the die. I had no idea this was gonna. I was drawn to this deck too. You have to use this when we have something to say. Trust what you see in your mind's eye, as well as with your physical sight, for your spiritual vision helps you with healing, teaching, and guidance. And there you have it, folks. I mean, it can't get much more. Oh, this never gets old. This is incredible. But I also want to draw your attention to the card, how the angel is standing there holding this bubble, which represents dimensions. By the way, bubbles are my most favorite thing. They are imbued with meaning. And within that bubble, there are like mermaids and fish and all this beautiful, feminine, abundant imagery, right? So this represents how there is so much more to life when you look at your life, and the guides are using this word in particular, trans-dimensionally. Okay? One example of this is you may have, been having a tough time with your loved one, but if you look at them with your mind's eye and see past what they've been doing out here in physical, you may pick up on the pain or where they're asking for help or what spiritual guidance you need the most right now. Look with more than your eyes, but look again. You may be working hard on your business or at work, and there's just this one client or one project where you just feel like you're not pushing through or making any progress. Take time this week in particular, and the guides are saying, to do a visualization meditation where, and I'll describe it to you, where you close your eyes and imagine the person, place, or thing or experience that you need to look again at. And imagine that you could go inside them and talk to the angels and energy that's inside of them. Just as if you were to imagine they had a bubble of activity inside of them. There's more spiritual guidance and experience within this person, place, or thing or experience for you. You just have to go in there and use your clairvoyant, right? Your intuitive sight, not these eyeballs, but this one, or these ones, if we're talking trans-dimensionally, right? To see more of what's possible for you. So send me an email back at senseivictoriawhitfield@gmail.com. Comment below if you have questions or if you are able to experience more of your senses. I'm also curious to hear, how many senses do you think we have, right? Have you experienced more than just the 5 Aristotelian senses, okay? So I'm really excited to hear what you think. This is more of an advanced love letter this week in particular, but you, because you clicked play, that means you are up for the task. You can do it, all right? Make sure you subscribe on YouTube so that you get your love letters first every week, and get ready for it. Mwah! See you next week.